Today we are going to talk about one of the greatest monuments in the world, the Great Pyramids of Giza. They are over 4,500 years old, made of about 2.5 million stone blocks, each weighing between 2 and 80 tons. But the question is, did you know that the Quran mentioned the secret behind their construction 1,400 years ago? This is not just a coincidence, it is a sign of Allah's power. Let's begin. The story begins in the time of Prophet Moses, peace be upon him. Pharaoh, who claimed himself to be a god, said to his people, "I do not know of any god for you other than myself." When Moses, peace be upon him, delivered Allah's message to him, Pharaoh challenged it. He ordered his minister Haman and said, "O Haman, light a fire for me. Bake the clay into bricks and build me a high tower so that I may look at the God of Moses." And indeed, I consider him a liar. Pharaoh believed that by building a tower that reached the sky, he could challenge God himself. Now think about this. This statement was recorded in the Quran 1400 years ago, but modern science only began researching these things much later. Some researchers have even suggested that parts of the pyramid construction may have involved molded or processed materials, different from simple stone cutting. In other words, what the Quran hinted at, humanity is only now beginning to reflect upon and understand. There is another important point here. The Quran tells us that many of the great buildings and signs created by Pharaoh and his people were destroyed by Allah. And we destroyed the great structures that Pharaoh and his people had built. Pharaoh's palaces, his towers, his power, all of it disappeared. But the pyramids still stand today, so that mankind may see and understand where true power truly belongs. Then came Pharaoh's final end, when he chased Moses, peace be upon him, and the children of Israel. The sea opened and a path appeared. Pharaoh thought that this path was also for him. But then the waters closed, Pharaoh drowned, and in his final moments he cried out, "Now I believe that the God of Moses is the true God." But it was too late. Allah preserved his body so that it would become a sign for future generations. Even today, his mummy remains in museums, a silent testimony. My friends, this is not just history. It is a reminder of Allah's power and the truth of the Quran. Whoever becomes arrogant, their structures fall into ruin, and whoever humbles himself before Allah, their name lives on. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel.